Hey there folks, Aldershot here, and today we're going to do an impression on Fistful of Guns, developed by Farmer Gnome, and is on sale on Steam at the regular price at around $13 USD. We are joined by Ginger Dragon.
Howdy, partner!
And Dragnix.
What's up, y'all?
And they're fine YouTubers as well. You guys should definitely check out their channel. Description will have their links, of course. But today we're going to take a look at Fistful of Guns and see what it's all about. Now, you guys have played a fair amount of it already, hey?
That is correct.
Yep.
I have beaten the game due to a horrendous bug that has hopefully been patched out by now.
I have not beaten the game, but I've got about 2 to 3 hours in it.
Oh, that's good, that's good. Yeah, I haven't beaten the game either. I got about an hour into it, just to give you an idea of our experience level. It's relatively difficult, I find. And, yeah, apparently Ginger ran into a good few bugs while he was testing the game earlier.
Yeah, a lot of bugs. I found myself embedded in the wall. I could barely navigate the menus with my controller, and I managed to finish this super difficult game with 68 extra lives. So
Just minor details.
yeah, minor detail. Needless to say, I didn't have the best first impression. They have updated a lot since then, though, so hopefully it's better.
Yes, indeed. We were trying this game out before this recording, and every time we would load the game up, there would be a new update within minutes of each other. Within minutes.
They're pushing them out now. This is release date is tomorrow.
Yes, that's right. We are recording a day before release, so our stories of bugs might not actually be a problem for you guys who's watching right now, just as a note, but I think it's still important to bring up that while we were testing the game, at least Ginger had found a few bugs while he was playing, but again, that might have been ironed out by the time it was released.
And I faced a couple as well. The peyote UI bug was interesting to say the least.
I could have only imagined. Luckily for me, I didn't actually run into too many bugs. But again, I had probably the shortest amount of experience with it because I had a pretty busy week this week. But so it's just something to keep in mind, anyways, folks. But anyways, I think Ginger, you got a game already started.
That is correct.
Great. Well, I'm going to try and join, and then we'll talk more about it, of course. Let's see. Now, at the end of the video, we'll also talk a little bit about the extra features as well as the options. But for the time being, we're going to just jump into the game. So go online.
Excuse me?
Well,
we gotta carry along. We gotta cling on in here.
We got another one? Oh, that's cool,
we got Starblade. Are we keeping him?
Sure, why not, man? Why not? I have no problems with it.
The more the merrier. Just hope that the game can keep up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It seemed to function pretty well with 3 of us. Alright, are we ready?
Yes, let's do this. So we do have one rando with us, Starblade. You know what? He's probably either a developer or a YouTuber himself, because again, we are playing like an early copy, if you will. A press copy.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, let's do this. So, I want to talk about the art in this game, first and foremost. What do you guys think?
I like it. It's very stylized. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of pixel art, and this game got it nailed down as far as pixel art's concerned.
I do have to say that I like the art, but however, sometimes it can actually work against gameplay, in particular with color selection. I've noticed that at times, the color selection, you can have enemies blend into the background, make it very, very hard to see at times.
Yes, I agree. And this game being so fast-paced, I also ran into that problem when I first started the game as well. But I think you can kind of adjust if you play more of it, kind of thing.
So, I just accidentally learned that this game has local co-op, featuring both the gamepad and the keyboard.
Oh.
I almost played 2 characters.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That would have been weird.
That's awesome. So something before we start, I kind of want to talk about this menu here. As you can see, there's a huge selection of characters. They all play very, very different from one another, which is something I really, really like, actually. However, some of the characters definitely play better with the keyboard than with the gamepad, and some characters will require a gamepad to use.
I actually don't think there's any that require a gamepad, but
I
there are
think it's the
definitely
mouse.
some that require the keyboard and mouse.
Right. I got it backwards, but something to keep in mind anyway. So, if you do decide to play this game, have both ready.
I do like the fact that the characters in question, like the deranged sniper that I'm playing as, really on a control pad, I could see where the major problem with it would be in terms of being able to snipe. So I do like the fact that they made it like that so that, you know, hey, you got a selection of other characters you can play as, but they understood the strength of the control scheme for that character.
Yeah, they're certainly, you know, like, it's good that each character can handle both control schemes, because certainly others work better.
Yeah, I agree.
Certain characters.
So, what are we waiting for right now? Are we waiting for someone to ready up?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't sure if we were starting yet. All right.
Okay,
sorry.
Perfect. That was all good.
We were talking about the characters, so I figured we'd stay on the screen.
Right on.
We'll play it.
All right, here we are. Which one's me? I don't.
You're
I'm yellow.
Okay,
Yep.
right. I got to use the keyboard and mouse for this guy. That's why I wasn't moving.
All right, let's go.
Okay, here we go. So I'm using Dutch, and he throws a bunch of knives, and he can teleport by hitting the the middle mouse button, which is pretty awesome.
I am playing as Billy, who, am I gonna burn out here? Oh shit. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Well, it doesn't matter because we all survived that round, so.
No! Oh, wait, never mind, I'm not gonna burn out. It just counted down to 1. We're good.
Yeah, I think at the end of the round you become invulnerable or something like that.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah, I had that as well.
I am playing as the sniper at this point. The one bullet, got to reload at everything, but yep. And I'm the one who's dead in the corner there.
Yeah, I'm also dead. As you can tell, this game is one-shot kill.
Yeah, it's very fast.
Unless if you got a horse on you, then that he will take the shot for you. There are a couple of perks that can also sort of prolong your death or even take a shot for you as well.
That's right. That's right. You can actually find horses and mount them. And not only will you move a little bit faster, but as Dragnix mentioned, it also counts as essentially an extra life as well, which is great. I want to choose.
I just want to find out that apparently we're playing someone who's really good because he just dodged 2 TNT explosions.
Excellent.
I get the feeling this may be a developer.
I think so too. Well, we'll find out when we release the video anyways.
Yeah, I should probably. I got interrupted by being on fire. But yeah, Billy, the holy. That looked great. The character I'm playing as, his whole thing is that he's sort of. I guess he works like a living, breathing chain gun.
Oh,
you
interesting.
have to press the correct button on the face or the correct face button, and depending on which one you press, you fire a shot. And the more you press in a row, the better the shots get. So
interesting.
Very much like that.
I do like how this game presents a degree of depth and mechanics, like layered mechanics, that I think the player can really adjust to and kind of learn the nuances of, which I really like, right?
Yeah, like like killing a horseman and actually like making your way towards the horse so that you can get that horse that's running off in a certain direction.
Yeah.
I also like how there's little things that you can do with characters. Like my character can actually go stealthy in terms of if I don't move, characters may not be able to see me. But that also has a sort of weird effect in co-op play because, well, you know, instead of 3 people fighting around me, that may not work because I may just get crossfire.
Yeah. I actually played your character and I really liked him, right? The only thing about him is he's very, very accuracy focused. So it takes a degree of skill to play him well, I think.
Definitely. Same thing with Two Feather.
Yeah. My character is a little bit less skillful, I find. He's just kind of teleport out of the way and spam your knives, and that's about it, really. And I'm also playing him terribly, as you guys can see. I've been dying way early into the matches.
Yeah. Oh, God!
Did again.
Ow!
Nope.
I just got batted clean off the screen.
Now, as you can see,
I was looking for my body, I couldn't find it.
when we're playing multiplayer, the game doesn't actually take up a life, and there's limited life, right? It doesn't take up a life until everyone's dead. So
Yeah,
it does,
which is very nice.
Yeah.
Ah! There's so many bullets.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous.
We are very quickly being cornered.
Oh my god. Yep. We're eating lives like crazy right now.
It's the last supper this one is.
Yeah. Hopefully our potential dead friend can get us out of this.
I don't think he can.
No.
Just look at that. Look at all that.
This
Not
is
just
ridiculous.
turned to shine. You got him in the back, they're flanked. Uh-oh.
Get him! Get him! Oh
Fine.
I think the
Go
more
there,
players
friend.
there are, the more mobs spawn.
I also don't like the fact that you can't like skip this like in old arcades. You actually have to literally.
Let's try that again.
Yeah,
A little,
I
a little
agree.
better this time. Oh shit! Oh, again, just straight up. Oh, all right. I'll make a new lobby.
Oh, you went out?
No, I clicked again, and it.
And everybody's
back to
gone
the
now.
menu.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm on the Gather a Posse screen.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, start playing again.
Now, it could be because the game is just new, but it seems like it sends you out into a new lobby, which is not great. You know, obviously you want to keep your party if possible.
Yeah.
I want to try someone new, I think. You know what, I'm going to just go Noah. Someone nice, basic, and
shit.
simple.
I was gonna try Noah. All right. I'll play as. Who haven't I played as? I don't know. I don't want to play as Billy again, but screw it. Play as Billy again. Fine.
Tao is great, though. He's super fun because you don't have to have any skill at all. You just have to spam and move
Yeah,
away
pretty
from
much.
things.
And well, you can focus more on dodging more than anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Billy's really tricky because you have to look at the face buttons above your character.
Oh, I see.
Uh-oh, someone's playing as the 13th. I hate him. I hate that character. If this guy can make it work, hell yeah.
I feel like over time, the 13th would be an interesting character to play as, and you can get really good at him. But on the flip side, I don't know how long that would take.
Right. Oh god, my gamepad's not working.
Why are there fireworks? Oh, is that? Oh.
Yep, that's Tao.
Ow.
Tao's great.
Spin up the barrel.
Alright, let's go up.
do it.
Now, keep in mind, we are currently playing arcade mode, right? There is a story mode, and it is single player available, which is great. And something about the story mode I really liked was you can either play as a bandit or a hero, essentially, right?
Yeah, at the very beginning. First time playing this game, I accidentally chose the bandit. I see this game. It's called Fistful of Gun, so I load in and I think I'm supposed to shoot people.
That's
apparently
what
not.
I did, right?
Apparently that
Okay,
was a
guys.
bad-
I mean, I guess I'm the only one who walked around and saw, what was going on at that point. But yes, I eventually shot somebody.
Yep. That's
Listen,
actually
man, it just drops me into this big town. I get confused. I resort to the only thing I know how to do right.
I agree, shooting things, right?
Exactly. And the worst part is I didn't even rob the banks. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh,
I just
see.
shot everybody and then panicked because the screen changed color and I ran.
Oh, I see.
I'm literally the worst person.
That's one thing I do want to bring up about Fistful of Guns, is that even though the gameplay is relatively simple and pretty easy to get a handle of, I think, but when you first jump in, there's not really much of a tutorial, and you are kind of lost to what you're supposed to do, especially in the story mode. But like I said, it is relatively easy to get a handle of after a couple of rounds. I don't know, did you guys have an issue learning the game at all when you first jumped in?
I think each character is so different from each other that I had like trying to get used to people, and especially with like it doesn't like explain to you. You sort of have to make a logical jump in terms of
Right.
like, oh, I've got 2 shotgun shells. Oh wait, well, what do I do? How do I use this? And I think the game could do a better job of maybe like having a small tutorial of like teaching you all of them. Or once you got the character for a first time, that hey, this is how you use that character.
Right. That's pretty much how I feel as well. Another thing too, like I'm experiencing this right now because I don't know why my gamepad is just not working at the moment, and I'm not willing to stop this recording to get it working. I'm forced to use a keyboard and mouse for a character that really does work best with the gamepad,
Yeah.
and because of that, I don't know why this. There we go.
I've noticed that if you select the gamepad or the mouse for the character, it will force you into that control scheme even if you try to change it. And it
Yeah.
seems like it definitely does not like... There are things with the controller that I'm not happy with. Like, for example, have you guys tried pausing with the controller? Because
No.
you can't. I start button does not do anything. It actually ends up being a selection button, which is usually F2 on the keyboard. So for some reason, pause is not bound. So I find that really, really strange.
Yeah,
Stack the damage!
I'll take the armor, thank you.
Got 5 damage upgrades so far. I think the only upgrades I've even had a choice of so far are damage. Or rather, damage has won out.
I don't really understand, like, I mean, just some characters I can see damage being useful, but a lot of the characters just one-shot kills, so I don't really see a big point of
I don't know, I was
damage
having it
upgrades.
earlier, like last game with Billy, it took me like 3 shots to kill a single soldier.
I believe it does ramp up in terms of difficulty of shots taken. I noticed that in the story mode when like getting to the second period where like if I didn't upgrade the shotgun in question,
Right.
it was taking 3 or 4 shots at that point.
Yeah.
I will say with the upgrade system in question, sometimes it's really like you would think that okay it would be simple and straightforward, but like I ended up choosing a shotgun that actually made me a lot slower, and I had no idea that it would cause me that. So it was like, oh well shit. And that really, like, that screwed my run over at that point because I was so slow. I was so used to having speed that, oh boy, you know, I'm getting nailed left and right.
You know what? I had that problem in story mode as well. I was like, hey, I can buy a new gun. I bought a new gun, and it was actually worse than my initial gun. So I would like to see, like, some sort of status screen.
Yeah,
like a stat
I will
system,
admit,
too.
I was rather confused with some of the weapons. I just bought the most expensive one because I was swimming in Dosh, and it worked out for me.
Dash here.
Oh yeah. No, I can't buy damage.
Well, time to go on a drunk rage, which is great with explosives.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're using Tau, are you?
Yep, I am.
Oh, nice.
Drunken
Tau.
rages are great with explosives. Remember
Tau
that?
with explosive ammo is ridiculously explosive.
Does it get more explosive? It's
You
great.
can make his explosives more explosive.
As we learned here. Yes,
Yep.
more damage.
Fast
gonna go
runner,
triple digit.
definitely. Now what we're doing here, we're kind of selecting different upgrades as we continue through the round. This is only in arcade mode. In story mode, you don't get this, right? Story mode's a little bit more, well, linear in its upgrade and stuff like that. You actually have to find stores to get upgrades and stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was about to say there is that you can only get those perks through a one store. They're pretty expensive though, from what I've seen.
They
Like,
are.
I have found that there are crates that drop relatively commonly though.
Yep, that's true too. You can't get them out of crates. And if you play the if you play the bandit, you'll find less store keeps, but you'll find more money. But if you play the hero, you'll find more store keeps, but less money. So it's kind of an interesting balancing act there.
I don't know, it seems kind of counterintuitive to me.
I mean, it
little
seems
bit.
like you don't have the money at this
Yeah.
point. Doesn't
It's
matter.
like
how
either
much
way, you
store
just
keep
don't
have.
get what you want. Doesn't matter which path you pick, you're screwed.
Yeah. Either way, the game doesn't make it easy on you, either arcade or story. This is a relatively challenging game from my experience. I think I'll go with damage this time.
Go explosive.
I haven't even gotten an explosive one. That's sort of sad.
That's because you already are explosive. Still, I would like to see the doubly explosive. That'd be great.
RNG's RNG, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, God, get already. Now, I'm not really quite sure about this, but is each map RNG generated? Do you guys know? I'm not completely sure on this
It
one.
doesn't seem like it. If it is, it's to a minuscule amount that doesn't really matter.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I haven't noticed. I haven't really noticed anything in terms of like patterns, in terms of design. I think these are pretty
Yeah.
much the same
Oh, I
maps.
see. So, Ginger, you said you finished the game.
I did.
What was it like at the last few levels?
Fast, and way too fast.
Fast,
I killed the final boss, and my only reaction was, "What the fuck just happened?" I actually like that's kind of my biggest complaint with this game is it's fast. I feel like it's too fast.
Oh, okay. It is really, really fast.
Everything's done before you even. It's like you take one bite into a cake, and then it's just like the whole thing just disintegrates, or the waiter takes it away.
Maybe,
I feel like that's what this game is.
There's some games that benefit from it, right? Like,
I don't feel like this one does, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just they don't have enough content to back up the speed. Like they
Right.
might have added more with all these updates and whatnot, but again, I played 1.6 hours and I felt like I've already experienced every event in the game.
Oh, I see.
The bomb siesta, the hostage, the cart pushing, the peyote. Every
did
single
that
one of
too.
those I've had multiple times. The stealth segment as well.
Right.
I mean, I will give the game credit. Going through those segments again with a different character
Oh, yeah.
will feel different, of course. But yeah,
Definitely.
when it comes to sort of in-game content, it's a little bit strange at that point.
I agree that the content is relatively, I wouldn't say lacking, but low, maybe. But I find the character variety does help make up for it. And there are multiple modes to play, which also I feel help make up for it as well. There's arcade, there is story mode, there's versus, there's co-op as we're playing right now. So I think that does help with mixing things up. But I agree, the core content itself is a little bit less than I would want, right?
Yeah. I just don't really feel like there's enough.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
Now, luckily, that can potentially be patched out with updates. Like, they could give us more events, they could give us more different RNG elements and stuff like that, right? As far as character selection is concerned, I think they got it down pat, right?
Yeah. I don't think they really need too many more characters, but they absolutely need more events.
Yeah, I agree.
There's not even close to enough, in my opinion.
But
1.6 hours in, and I've already played almost every event more than once. You need more. I'm sorry.
It could, like, I'm just kind of guessing right now, but it could come down to, I think, the way the game is designed, as in, like, it feels very arcadey, and you can tell it's designed from an arcade's perspective with the high scores and all that kind of stuff, right? It is definitely designed for short round bursts. I don't feel like this is going to be a game you'll be playing for hours on end. It's probably going to be a game you play for maybe an hour a day, sort of thing, right? So in that context, it is something to consider.
It's definitely, and I definitely feel like it does do a lot more in terms of the co-op experience, especially with the chaos on screen, than from the single-player experience, which still works, but I feel like the party experience does suit this game rather nicely.
Yeah. I agree, definitely.
It's a lot more fun with friends, because you get sort of like the frantic, chaotic, oh god, I'm on fire, why are you on fire, where's everyone else, everyone's dead, oh no.
Or the experience of, oh, I shot the TNT, I'm sorry for blowing off your face.
That was our first experience for the first 3 rounds of the game, actually.
Whoops, shot the TNT.
My bad.
Oh god, speaking of the TNT, this is a huge problem I have with the game, and I doubt it's been patched out by now.
Oh, what's that?
The camera, in story mode, every time you finish a stage, the camera immediately pans up to the top, and it pushes your character with it. So if you shot some TNT to kill the last guy above you, you're dead. Like, there's nothing, you can't do it, you're dead, the camera pans too quickly. I hate that.
Yeah.
That's also how I got my character embedded in the wall, was the camera pushed me up into a wall, and that, again, that's it. I'm in the wall. I can't move.
Now, again, this all could be patched out by the time it's actually released, because they've been patching this game like crazy today.
Yeah, they've been dropping them like, oh god, board!
But it is something we have experienced, something you should be considering. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully they did patch that out by the time of release, right?
Yeah.
I think if this game does get any sort of negative Steam reviews, it'll be from, you know, what we've been mentioning about the lack of content. Not really so much the lack of content, but the lack of variety in events, I think. I think I want to be a little bit more specific.
Because I know that's my main problem with it. It's just, it's too fast and doesn't have enough.
Yeah.
Like, you're playing NASCAR, and there's one left, and there's the finish line. You did
That's a pretty good analogy, actually.
I kept on going back to the game to try to get more of an opinion of it, just because I was like 2 hours. I like to have 4 on it, but I felt like, you know, after like 15 minutes of playing, I'm like, I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing over and over again. I at a point where I'm like, okay, enough. I know what I think about this game, and that should say enough.
I had the same experience, actually. Like I said, I had a really busy week today, so I had to cram in some experience before starting this recording. I only had about an hour, and at around the 35-minute mark, I kind of felt the same as you guys. I'm like, I think I kind of understand the entire game in a half an hour's time, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because in that half an hour, I did enjoy the game.
Oh, definitely. It was a fun experience, but be aware, it gets repetitive very quickly.
Absolutely. Exactly, right? That's my point. Like, the only question is, even though I had a lot of fun in that half an hour, will I continue to have a lot of fun in the next 3 hours? That I don't know, because I just don't have that experience yet, right?
Now, I will say I do like some of the attention to little details in the game. Like, for example, for the who's the minigunner?
The black guy over there that looks like Saz from Final
Oh,
Fantasy
okay.
15.
I see him.
I do like the fact that like he has an overheat feature, but I also like the fact that if you actually throw yourself into the river, all of a sudden your overheat goes away. Like I didn't expect that at first, and the fact that it did happen, there were nice little things like that that I kept on running across that did add to the game in terms of, oh hey, let me see what else I can find that does that at this point.
So what you're saying is this game has a lot of experimentation potential.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. That could also add to the gameplay as well. And maybe that's why the game doesn't have much of a tutorial, that the game wants you to figure out these little tiny mechanical nuances on your own.
Yeah, it certainly gave me that impression when I played it. Oh, those are dogs! Ow.
All the explosives.
Overall, guys, what are some of the stuff you really like about this game?
What's more, character variety? I'm sure I would love the bosses if they didn't die in 2 seconds flat, because some of the boss designs are really cool, but they're dead. Like, I killed the final boss during his first attack.
Right.
That's how quickly he died.
Me too, actually, when I ran into my first boss.
Yeah, it was just like, he's dead.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
okay.
He's just like a normal guy then.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize it was the last one, no!
How about you, Dragnix? What are some stuff that you would say is a positive about this game?
I definitely think there, from a game design perspective, from the characters like mentioned, the understanding of the control scheme and executing it for that gameplay, it does have that variety to it, but they understood where to hold back on that control scheme in terms of execution, in terms of that game design. I think in terms of the overall gameplay at the core, it works from the perspective of, okay, firing and chaos at that point.
Okay, that's good. That's good. For me, it's definitely the character selection. And as you guys mentioned, I really like the little nuanced mechanical details that they put into this game. I think that's absolutely fantastic, right? I love the aesthetics. I love the pixel art, although that can get in the way of picking out what the hell's going on sometimes.
I don't know. I haven't had too much of an issue of seeing what's going on with the game personally.
That's good. That could be subjective. That could be just me.
Yeah.
Right? But how about some negatives? What would you guys say would be some negatives about this game?
Again, my main thing is it's too little, too fast.
Right.
That's my biggest problem. Also, it lacks a lot of polish. Bear in mind, I played this game on Saturday. They've been patching a lot.
Yeah.
Out, but big problem is that, again, it's just polish.
Oh, you're breaking up a little bit. Could you repeat that?
Huh?
You're breaking up a little. Just repeat that last second. Sorry.
It's polished.
You sound like a robot.
I did not know there were robots in the Old West.
How about you, Dragnix?
I mean, definitely a part of the problem is the fact that there's the content sort of goes through. It is very much like the character I just played now. It's a firework. It shines for a bit, but it immediately goes out at that point. It's, a very upfront experience. I think over time that needs to change. But there's also little inconsistencies with the powers and execution that there's certain characters are going to immediately have problems with certain areas of the game where, yeah, it's great that you have some variety in that case, but those characters don't have a reasonable way of dealing with those problems. And I think there is a balance issue on that side. And I think that could lead to frustration a lot for, single player people.
Yeah, I kind of got that a little bit too. And as for me, like, I'm just pretty much going to repeat what Ginger and Dragnix have been saying. It's just, I would like to see more events. I think that would definitely help this game greatly, right? Now, I do understand the short burst gameplay design, I really do, but nonetheless, it is something that I think a lot of gamers might pick up on, which is a bit unfortunate. And some of the bugs that Ginger and Dragnix have ran into is definitely an issue. However, that could be patched out. We just don't quite know yet, right? My biggest issue with the game right now, as far as a negative is concerned, is definitely the controls a little bit. It's a little bit finicky. I mean, it feels great when you're actually, using the appropriate gamepad or keyboard, but when it doesn't allow you to use the gamepad or keyboard, it's really, really awkward because the button placements are really, really weird. Like the guy I was playing, Noah, I had to use Control and Shift to shoot instead of RMB and LMB, which is really, really weird. And that's why he's better suited for the gamepad, because you don't have that issue, right? But overall, how do you guys feel about the game? Would you guys recommend it?
Ginger, you there?
Yeah. Am I coming?
I can hear you a little bit.
Oh, god damn it. Skype! Oh, wait, you guys heard my cry of fear, though, right? You can hear this?
I can hear you now.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now? Is
Yeah.
this a Verizon commercial?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually find it hard to recommend for $13 simply because of that lack of content. Like, it's short burst, but it's like you need to keep me coming back for more, and I don't feel like this game really does it that well. So I'd hate to be that guy, but I'd say wait for a sale. Honestly.
I actually have to agree with you on that. I think the thing is that from a chaos standpoint, the game definitely does work from a co-op experience. But the problem is that I just see too many other experiences that could definitely work on the same level. That unfortunately, because of the variety issue, there will be a time problem in terms of getting the most out of this game. So I do feel that $13 is a little bit pricey compared to the other games of this type. So yeah, I would say it's a good sale title, but other than that, you know, I can't necessarily recommend it.
Right. As for me, you know, I'll be honest, I don't feel quite as negatively on it. I'm not going to say I'm going to recommend it, because you guys do bring up a lot of really good points that I do agree with. However, I did enjoy my time with it, right? The only question is, I'm not sure how much more my time will I enjoy from this game. I just have to play more of it to really give you guys an honest impression on it. However, like I said, the time I did spend with it, I did have fun. It's not perfect. It definitely has a lot of issues, as you know, our friends have brought up. But yeah, that's generally how I kind of feel about it. I know it's a little wishy-washy. Sorry, guys. It's just how I feel. Alright, great. Well, I think that'll do it. So, Ginger and Dragnix, why don't you guys tell us where we can find more of you fine folks?
Go ahead, Ginger.
Alright. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch. Those are my primary things. On YouTube, unfortunately, college is being a bitch this semester. 3 game design courses usually means I have to design 3 game prototypes every week. It's a nightmare. I have, like, no free time, so YouTube's been hard to keep up, but hopefully things will go up as time goes on. Twitch I can do a bit more consistently because I personally treat it a bit more casually.
Right.
So twitch.tv/GingerDragon87, youtube.com/something. I don't know, there's a link somewhere. That'd be far better than my word.
I'll definitely.
And yeah, those are the main places.
And Dragnix?
And as for me, you can always find me on YouTube. I did do software engineering for a living, but I quit that and I put a bunch of money away. So I've been doing this for about a year now. I do about 4 videos a week. I'm pretty much doing this full time. You can also find me, besides the YouTube channel, I actually do work for Tech Raptor. I do writing as well as some video content for them. So you can always check them out for that content as well. But always under my name, Dragnix or Sean, my actual name.
Cool. And you guys are watching this probably from my channel, so you know where to find me. So there you go. And also, Tech Raptor is a pretty damn cool website too. I recommend checking it out, guys. All right. Well, I think that'll do it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Really do appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this, you know, like, share, fave, comment, all that kind of good stuff. If you haven't already, subscribe. I'll bring you lots more videos just like this. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll just shout out.
See you guys.
Later.